So you're thinking about moving to Herndon, Virginia, but you'd kind of like to know the pros and the cons before you decide to make that big move? Well, in today's video, that is exactly what we are going to be covering. I'm going to be sharing the pros and the cons, the good and the bad of living in Herndon, Virginia. If that's something you're interested in, be sure to stick around because we're gonna get after it right now. If this is your first time on the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living, eating, sleeping, working, and playing in Northern Virginia, be sure to hit that subscribe button and tap that bell for notifications so that you'll never miss a video. My name's Amanda and the team and I get calls every single day from people just like you looking to make their move to Northern Virginia, and we absolutely love it. Whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, reach out on social, whatever works for you. We've got your back when you're making that move to Northern Virginia. So let's start out with the pros of living in Herndon, Virginia. And first up is it's got that small town feel, especially downtown Herndon. Downtown Herndon is walkable, it's bikeable. There are lots of local businesses, plenty of dining options. Sometimes there's live music, and there's just that small town vibe down there. People are friendly. There's always someone strolling around, whether it's with their kids or their pets or just getting out together and enjoying that small town charm. You will also find that Herndon has the Herndon Farmers Market as well. That takes place on Thursdays and it runs from April to November. Pro number 2 for Herndon is its convenient location. Herndon is about 22 miles west of Washington, D.C. So if you are going to be working in the city, you would still have a realistic commute, and you also have access to multiple transportation options if you are living in Herndon and heading into the city. So that makes it convenient as well. And it's also only about 12 miles to Tyson's Corner, which is another big employment hub in our area. So definitely a reasonable commute for that as well. And whether you are going to be commuting for work or maybe you just want to get out and explore a little bit more, Herndon is also just a few minutes from Reston and Reston Town Center, so you could check that out as well. There is no shortage of things to do in Herndon and nearby as well. Pro number 4 for Herndon is the highly rated schools. And Herndon is located in Fairfax County, which is well known for its public school system. And then Herndon has schools within that pyramid that stand out as well. It also has access to private schools. So if you're doing some comparison, Herndon has options for both. I always recommend going to greatschools.org to do some comparison on which schools you prefer your kids to attend. Pro number 5 is cultural diversity. Herndon is a diverse community and multiple cultures and ethnicities are represented. And you will find that reflected as well in the food, the festivals, and the community events. Pro number 6 is the strong local economy in Herndon. And this is composed of both small businesses and some large companies such as Amazon Web Services, Peraton, Northwest Federal Credit Union, and Boeing. So it is feasible if you live in Herndon to also work there as well, which is not the case for all of the cities in Northern Virginia. And it's definitely a pro about being in the Herndon area. So now that we've told you about all the good things about living in Herndon, Virginia, we have to keep it real and now talk about the cons of living in Herndon. The good far outweighs the bad, but con number 1 for being in Herndon is, I'm sure you could guess it, high costs of living. If you are living in Herndon, Virginia, it's going to cost you 45.1% higher overall compared to the national average. And housing is really where it's higher. That's going to be 116% higher than the national average. Groceries are also going to run you 12% more than the national average, and transportation is going to cost you 20.3% more than the national average if you're living in Herndon, Virginia. Con number 2 is traffic. Like most areas in Northern Virginia, Herndon has its fair share of traffic, and if you are commuting during rush hour, it can definitely be a headache. The other thing to know about Herndon, depending on where you are in the city, it may be a little tricky to find parking. That certainly is not for all of Herndon by any means, but in certain places it can be a little tricky. Con number 3 is limited cultural opportunities. And while Herndon does have that small town feel and a fantastic downtown area, if you are looking for cultural events, art galleries, shows, theaters, that type of thing, well, Herndon may not be your best bet. If you don't mind commuting to nearby towns or even into D.C., which certainly are close by, then I wouldn't write Herndon off your list. But if you're looking to have it right in your backyard, well, Herndon may not be the best place for you. Con number 4 is limited nightlife. Herndon does have plenty of restaurants and some bars, but if you're really looking for that vibrant nightlife scene, I would not say that Herndon is going to be on the top of your list. And if you want to travel into the city, again, certainly it's nearby, but if you are looking for a place where you can live and have easy access in terms of walking distance or just a few minutes drive to a vibrant nightlife scene, well, Herndon may not check that box for you. Our last con for Herndon is the toll road. If you live in Herndon, Virginia, avoiding the toll road is going to be very tricky because how easy it is to access, and the other major route would be Fairfax County Parkway or Route 7, but the toll road is definitely the easiest way to get in and out of Herndon, especially if you're going to be commuting to Tyson's Corner, Arlington, or DC for work. And of course, what the toll road means tolls, so I think it's important that we mention it and share that the toll road can save you a lot of time and it's super convenient, but the con of that is it's going to add up in the form of the tolls that are being charged when you're on it. That wraps up the pros and the cons of living in Herndon, Virginia. As always, this list is not all inclusive. If you have a question, drop us a comment below. We always love hearing from you. And whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, reach out on social, whatever works for you. We've got your back when you're making that move to Northern Virginia. And until next time, we hope to show you around town.